Well, it's that time of the year when people get admissions to great colleges or institutes and places that they want to go. And it's also a time of discovery. The money that you have at hand, money that you have saved, is probably not going to be enough. So the good news is that you have things like education loans, which bridge the gap in your funds and help you get to the course or the study curriculum that you want, and you get tax benefits for these educational loans. What are these tax benefits and how do they operate? Well, that is the topic of this video. Welcome to Fund to Money, your 24 into 7 buddy for all your money matters. This video is going to discuss the various aspects of tax benefits that you get in an educational loan. That's coming up in just a little while. Educational loans actually give you tax benefits as well. They not only help you bridge your fund shortfall to get to the course of your dreams, but they also give you tax breaks. Which are these tax breaks and how do they operate? To help us understand, we have got one of the foremost tax experts of this country, Swami Saran Sharma. Swami, welcome to Fund to Money. Swami, most of us or a lot of us know that for education loans you get tax deductions. What are these tax deductions and how do they operate, and how does an individual benefit?
Okay. Then when you raise a loan to get admission and fund your studies, higher studies actually, any study which is after 12th is considered as a higher study as far as this section is concerned. So if you have to take a loan to fund your education, this deduction talks about the interest which you pay on that loan. It does not give you any benefit for return of principal, but yes, the interest amount paid on that loan which is raised is given as deduction.
So the relevant section is section 80E, right?
80E, yeah.
So is there an upper limit for the tax deduction you get for the interest payment?
No. Any amount is payable. Any amount is deductible.
So that's a good part, that it's any amount is payable. But I think the not so good part is the fact that there are upper limits to education loans. You don't. I don't think you get loans higher than 20 lakhs these days. Maybe there's some organizations that are providing. The other not so wonderful news is that it's only a certain set of banks that give you the educational loans, and there's also a distinction between higher studies in India and abroad, isn't it, Swami? I mean, for in India there's a particular limit, and for overseas studies there's a particular limit, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a level of, see, it all depends upon the need of funding. In India, obviously, the need of funding will be less as compared to going abroad and studying. So, but otherwise, as far as the law is concerned, there is no distinction. Any amount of loan if you take, which is genuine for the studies, interest on that loan is exempted from your total income.
So basically, it doesn't have to be an education loan. If it's any other loan, it's not called an educational loan, but it's been taken for the purpose of studies, you get Section 80E benefits, right? That's for the interest payment part is. So it's like any other, you're paying those EMIs and stuff like that. But Swami, the educational loan is a different animal, isn't it? You got a moratorium period. How does it operate? From which part does can you start claiming the tax deduction? When you start paying, or can you claim it a little earlier? How does it work?
No, when you start paying, actually on the actual repayment of interest,
okay,
the deduction is given. One more thing within here is that loan must be obtained from a bank or a financial institution or a charitable trust. Any personal loan does not qualify if you pay interest. If you take loan from your brother and start paying him interest on that amount, that doesn't qualify for deduction here.
Now, Swami, one of the things that, of course, it's probably relevant in India, not say a Western country where People who take the loans are often the people who are, who had worked and now they've saved money and they're saving for the course. But in India, we have a lot of parents who fund their children's higher education, predominantly so. Now, what is better? Should the child or the young adult be taking the loan, or the parent who's like saved money and is funding most of the cost should be availing of the education loan?
See, since as you just said, there is a moratorium in the repayment of loan. So if it is up to 7 years, moratorium is allowed. So I think if you go by that, it is the student who should be paying, because by that time he will start earning and he can get a deduction straight away from his income, his or her income.
Mhm.
But
So,
otherwise, from the tax planning point of view, sometimes it is beneficial for the parent to repay the loan. But in most cases, I have seen from experience that it is better if the children pay the loan.
so if it's a refresher course or a mid-career course, you are the person who should be taking the loan and availing
Right.
of the tax benefit. If it's your kid and the kid is a young adult or is going to be a young adult by the time the course gets finished, which is typically the case, is the kid or is the a young adult who should be taking it. Why? Because it may only make sense for you to take a loan where the course is going to be rewarding. You won't do it for just for a lark or just for fun. You would take a loan. It makes sense, financial sense, to make a loan which is going to be for a course of study, which is going to be rewarding. It should be rewarding enough for you to repay the loan. And if you have taken care of that fact while taking the loan, then this problem won't be there. And the young adult can repay the loan. We hope you found this useful. And if there are other aspects about study loans or education loans that you would want us to deal with, feel free to put in your comments in the comment section. You can even mail to us. We are there on all leading social media platforms. You can just put in a post. You can give in your suggestions. If there are smart tips, feel free to share it with all of us. All of us will be better with that understanding. Please use closed caption feature for these videos. They'll help you catch the highlights. Also go down to the description section. You'll get the highlights plus useful links and information. Stay connected with us at all social media platforms. And of course, visit our website, www.fundomoney.com.